Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It's time for our weekly recap of Love After Lockup. This is season 3, episode 32, and it was titled 30-Day Fiance. Alright, y'all, before I jump into this recap review, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. And if you end up liking this recap review, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button along with the share button. Alright, y'all, who are we gonna start with? Let's start with Sarah and her dumb ass. She's so stupid. And again, I'm so tired of them. I'm so sick of them. I don't understand why they are still on the show. Like, I need for them in season 4 or season 3, episode 150, because you know how they do. I need them to bring back my favorite couple, Angela and Tony, okay? Because y'all know they're back together. So just replace Sarah and Michael with Angela and Tony. I'd rather see that train wreck than this one, okay? Anyway, so y'all at WeTV, Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, all that. If you hear this, bring back Angela and Tony, okay? Anyway, so we see Michael, he packing. So I'm like, okay, he finally leaving. He says it's been a few weeks, or no, I think she said it's been a few weeks since he's lived there and stuff, and everything's been going well. They haven't had any arguments, no fights. They're agreeing on everything and so forth. She ended up putting lipstick on the baby so he can be upset, but he didn't even realize the little child had lipstick on. I was just like, whatever. So she going to the room, and she like, you going somewhere? He was like, oh yeah, I'm packing up. I'm going ahead to see my family. You know, it's been a while since I've seen them, so I'm gonna go see them. She was like, so you just woke up this morning and decided to go see them? Like, hello? He was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be back. She like, well, you know, I don't want to argue or nothing, but this is what I'm talking about as far as communication. Like, just communicate with me to let me know what you're planning to do, because what if I had something planned for the kids and I needed you or something? So just like, you know, just communicate with me or whatever. So he was like, all right, I see what you're saying. I'll communicate better or whatever, but you know, I'll be back. And she was like, okay, well, I'm not going to tell the Ariana, what's the little child name, the little one, not the baby but the other one. She was like, I'm not going to tell her Aviana something, I don't know, but so you go ahead and tell her. So he was like, all right, well, I'll tell her, whatever. So he ends up telling her. Of course, the little girl all sad and stuff, but Daddy, I don't want you to go. He was like, but I'll be back, I promise I'll be back. So then he get in the car, and then Sarah, she all worried, talking about something. See, when he get out there, he's so inconsistent. I'm not sure if he'll be back, but you know, everything's been going well. He claims in his little one-on-one that he gonna be back, and when he comes back, it's gonna be back to his regular routine and stuff like that. So then later on that night, Emmy comes over with margarita mix and some tequila. And, you know, Sarah in there, she making guacamole and stuff. And she ends up trying to call Michael. Of course, they don't answer the phone. She like, I haven't heard from him in a few days. And I don't know if he back in jail, dead, what he doing. And they like, well, is he with someone else? I don't know. I really don't know. Like, girl, you know how his MO is to get with somebody else. Like, do you really think that you're the only one, Sarah? Like, girl, bye. So, Emmy asked her, like, so, you know, what's going on with y'all two? Like, y'all sleeping together? And then at first she acted like she was about to deny it. But then she was like, yeah, we sleeping together. And, I'm a grown woman. If he just hit me off with every 30-minute to 60-minute session or whatever, it's good. I just be like, okay, well, thank you for, you know, give me a piece of you. Good night or whatever. I'm like, girl, stop. She gonna tell my son, well, there don't be no cuddling and stuff. You ain't fooling nobody but yourself. Like, girl, stop. Like, if you wasn't so concerned about him or whatever, why you worried about him calling you back and hitting your messages back? And if he dead, alive or whatever, you wouldn't be all that concerned and stuff. And then she tells Emmy that she not in love with him no more, and she got love for him because he the father of her kids, but she not in love with him no more. I say, girl, stop. Because if he asked you tomorrow to be in a full-term relationship marriage with him, you'll be like, okay, all right. You would be so excited. So I wish Sarah stopped lying to us, because she ain't lying to nobody but herself. Because we know. We already know. We already know that you still in love with him. You want to get back with him. We see that you just keep moving this along like you not in love with him and you mad at him and this stuff. Like, we see the game, girl. We see the hustle. You need a check. Michael need a check. The babies need some food. Like, we see what it is. I understand that. Okay, we tired of the hustle now. We done with the hustle. Like, I don't want to see y'all on the screen no more. She ended up calling Malcolm, and Malcolm was cracking me up because he was like, well, who this? I said, damn, he done deleted you from the he had deleted her from the phone and everything, child. Because he was like, well, who this? She was like, oh, this is Sarah. He was like, oh, okay, well, she wanted to meet up with him or whatever. And then he was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we can meet up. Just text me the details because you got some explaining to do. And she like, oh, I got some explaining to do, girl. He said, I got some explaining to do. Leave Malcolm alone. He don't want to be in with this bullshit. He not going to be in cahoots. He got a real job. He don't need to be on WeTV scamming us, okay? Because y'all trying to scam. And we tired of y'all. Get them off our screen. Get them off our screen. We tired of them, okay? Let's move on to Puppy and Amber. Puppy, child, Puppy. I'm sick of Amber because she playing Puppy and she know what she doing. She know this girl is fragile. She know the more she don't tell Puppy about what's the man named Sammy, it's gonna explode. Like this girl, child, Puppy already on the sauce. Okay, she been drinking, and I guess that's all she intaking is alcohol because she is skinty. She came out looking like this and now she looking like this. Like, child, what in the world? So Puppy, well, Amber and her mama, they at the Hollywood, the Holiday Inn Express, child, and they about to check out because the mama about to hit the road, go back home because you know her travel pass about to end. But they waiting for Puppy. Puppy late as per usual, and Amber gets a call from a collect call from the jail. So it's Sammy or whatever. So Sammy tells her, like, he get ready to get out in a couple days. So here go Amber. Oh, well, I ain't know you was getting out that soon. Like, that's real soon or whatever. He was like, well, now you having second thoughts or whatever. I changed. I'm telling you, I'm, different and stuff. And she was like, well, I don't know, because you could still be up to the same stuff or whatever. And he was like, no, but I'm telling you, I'm different, yada, yada, yada. And so he like, well, you gonna pick me up from the jail and stuff? She was like, well, I don't know, because my mama here. And I'm like, girl, your mama about to leave. Like, what are you talking about? So she like, well, I don't know. I'll let you know if I'll be able to pick you up and stuff. So she running game on both of them. Like, first you want to be with Sammy. Now you don't know if you want to be with Sammy. First you was telling Puppy probably in jail that you wanted to be with her. Now you don't want to be with Puppy. Puppy drinking her life away, pining over you because you giving her the cold shoulder and arguing with her because you won't just tell her that Sammy about to get out and you still in love with him. Like, girl, come on. So, she gonna tell us it's different with Sammy on the phone than it is with him in the real world. Duh, you already knew that because you see how it's going with Puppy. But then we see they go outside with the mama and Amber. Puppy late. She come in there, child, them dang on eyelashes was bigger than her face. I don't even understand how she can see. And they like, well, why are you late? Like, what's going on? She was just like, well, I don't know. You know, I'm always late or whatever. And they was just like, all right. Because Amber was like, well, I'm fitting to be late for work. Mom about to be, she got to hit the road and stuff. And so the mom asked Puppy, like, are you using drugs or something? Or are you just drinking? She was like, no, I'm just drinking. I'm not using or anything like that. And she was like, oh, okay, all right, but I'm worried. And then Amber, she obviously sees that Puppy is losing a lot of weight, but she said that she just stressed and she knows she been drinking a lot. So the girl been drinking a lot. She under a lot of stress. Like, child, they the mama drive off or whatever. She hit the road. Amber like, all right, well, I'm finna be late for work, so let me drop you off at work or whatever. Well, no, Puppy was like, well, can you drop me off? She was like, if I drop you off, I'm gonna be extra late. She was like, all right, well, whatever, I'll walk. So then Amber's like, girl, get in this car. So then Puppy get in the car. They arguing back and forth in the dang on car. And Puppy not taking things seriously, but she told us that she not on the level that they are once they got back out of jail. She just having fun and enjoying life, and she not hurting nobody. She not drinking and driving. I said, Lord. But then they arguing back and forth in the car, whatever like that, and Amber is like, well, we wouldn't be arguing back and forth if you just get it together. Like, you're not taking things seriously. You're not taking your job seriously. You're not taking anything seriously. So Puppy like, look, just drop me off at the liquor store. She was like, I'm not dropping you off at no damn liquor store. Like, that is the problem. Like, girl, get it together. So, Puppy tells us she misses the relationship that she had with Amber in jail, and she wishes it would be like that she would want her and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, Amber is toxic for you. Like, she is a trigger for you, and you need to separate yourself from her. But I guess that's gonna be hard because they live in the same home. Like, girl, your mama need to put her out. Like, cause Amber already should have some money saved up for her own spot. So I don't even understand why she still living with Puppy's mama and Puppy. And then where's Sammy gonna go? Child, this is a hot mess. So then Amber ends up dropping Puppy off at her mom's house or whatever. And so she was like, all right, well, I'll just walk. Amber was like, well, where you going to walk to? The door? She was like, no, to the liquor store. And then she got out of the car. I said, Oh, and then at one point she was like, well, what about Vegas? And Amber was like, well, what about Vegas? And she was like, well, we can get married in Vegas. I said, Puppy, she don't want you as a girlfriend. What would you... This child's so confused. She like, well, I think if we get married, she'll take me more seriously and she'll be there for me and she'll want me more if we're married. Puppy, they need to get these people counseling when they get out of jail, because like, she is going down a downward spiral and Amber is not helping. And I'm telling y'all, I want her to tell Puppy about Sammy, but then again, I'm like, I don't, because if she tell her, Puppy is going to lose it and she gonna end up back in jail, y'all. I'm just like, this don't make no sense. But Amber need to stop playing with Puppy's emotions like this and just let her know up front, like, this is not what I want. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I just want to be friends with you. And then I have Sammy, yada, yada, yada. And this is what it is. She just gonna have to rip off the Band-Aid because she playing with matches and a gasoline and a gasoline drain dripping room, and that shit is going to like, if she keep holding the secret from Puppy. And I'm scared for Puppy. Like, I don't want Puppy to go back to jail, but I need Puppy to get some help, and I need Amber to stay away from Puppy. Okay, y'all let me know what y'all feel about that little mess. I don't even know what to call it. A triple, a mess. Like, what is it, child? I don't know. But anyway, let's get on to Kristiana and John, child. They both vaping, okay? He sound like he about to cough up a damn lung. I said, that should tell you to leave the vape alone, sir. But she's talking about something, because this is 4 hours after she got out of jail, because remember they took a little detour in the woods and stuff, and, about Chicky Wow Wow. So he finally get into the house. She's saying like she nervous to meet the kids and she hope the kids like her. I'm like, it's a little too late to hope and wish that, because y'all married. Like, what the hell? Like, don't you think you should have met the kids first? Whatever, child. Anyway, he got 8 kids. I forgot he had 8 children. Who the hell having 8 kids? Never mind. So inside the house, in the house who live with him is his 15-year-old daughter, 16-year-old daughter, and an 18-year-old daughter who get ready to go off to college or whatever. So Sarah, the one who get ready to go off to college, she was like, she didn't even know Kristiana existed until the dad told her that they was married. I said, and that was kind of shit. So he don't know she don't know what her daddy up to. Like, she concerned or whatever, because she like, you just bringing this woman in here. We don't know her. You don't really know her. The most y'all spent was like 4 hours together. Like, y'all don't even know each other like that. So she worried. Tammy come out and hug Kristiana, whatever. Of course, they all emotional and stuff. And then it's dinner time, and Kristiana lets us know that she hasn't sat at a family table in about 10 years. And then she told us that I didn't even know she had a baby, but she had her son taken away when the son was 21 months old, and she said that was 19 years ago, and that was her trigger, and that's what made her, continue to do drugs and stuff like that. Child, she started going into her drug habits at the dinner table. The kids looking like it's uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for me. So I know in real life it was uncomfortable, okay? Because she was just like, I thank y'all for just supporting me and being here for me and everything. And, I'm a little tired. It's been a long day, so I'm going to go on head upstairs and go to bed or whatever. So Sarah, she just like, just looking uncomfortable. And she tells us that she gives that relationship, her dad and Kristiana's relationship, about a year, and that's being lenient. I said, Then child, this the next day. I did not need to see John in his boxers. They could have saved that, okay? But they getting up. She want to have sex and have more babies. Talking about something. They christened the whole room. Okay, so she tells her mama she want to, take a walk down the street, have so they can get some privacy, have a little conversation and stuff, and whatever. She says she feels bad about Tara having to leave because that's her best friend, and she wishes that she could be in the house or whatever, but she didn't want to go to the halfway house. So they get to the restaurant, and Kristiana, like, the house is a little crowded. And the mom was like, yeah, it's been a nut house. And she was like, well, how have you liked it or whatever? And she was like, something ain't right with your husband. Something ain't right with him. Like, how he got 4 cars. He buying all this stuff. Like, something just ain't right. Where he getting all this money from? So Kristiana was like, well, he telling me he working a double shift. So the mama like, that's some good money, but come on now. Like, he went to jail for check fraud. Like, is that going on again? Kristiana like, I don't know. I really don't know. And so then she was like, well, when Tara was here, he was just buying up a whole bunch of stuff for her. Like, here you go this, there you go that. She was like, oh, okay, well, was they getting close or whatever? She was like, yeah, they was getting real close. And I could hear them through the pipes or whatever. And it just sounded kind of fishy. They was having these late night conversations together and stuff. And she was like, well, did they have sex or whatever? She was like, I don't know about that, but something ain't right about him. And mama said she gonna be Inspector Gadget and she gonna get to the bottom of it, okay? So Kristiana tells us that if something happened between Tara and John, it wouldn't be a surprise because it would be payback because Kristiana slept with Tara's baby daddy. I said, Lord have mercy. It's a lot of cheatations going on around here. And so she want to talk to Tara to see what's going on. I said, this is a hot mess. Do you hear me? Hot mess. Woo. And let's get on to John, Lacey, and Shane. So it's just all like a little bit of Shane and Lacey, and Shane handed her some flowers and said he was going to be there for her and yada, yada, yada. We see John, it opens up with John writing Lacey a letter. So he's saying, like, this is the last time you're going to hear from me. This is the last time I'm going to communicate with you because you is real toxic and stuff. And I hope our paths never cross again and yada, yada, yada. He go folding up the letter. He's saying this letter is a way for him to get the monkey off his back or whatever. So we saw Shane giving Lacey some stuff. And so Lacey told us, like, when John is sober, he's harmless. Like, he's good or whatever. But when he's on them drugs, then he's on them drugs and stuff. Or when he's drinking, he's not. But he can't ever stay clean. That's what she tells us. And so then we see John, and he was in his truck. It looked like he was in Lacey in them neighborhoods. So I guess he was dropping off the letter. I don't know. But he got back in the truck and he called his friend Lloyd, like his ex-cellmate or whatever. And he was like, man, I can't get Lacey out my mind. Like, I'm just running ragged. I'm going crazy and stuff. And like, I feel like going to the bar and getting drunk or whatever. So the friend was like, well, where you headed to? He was like, our old spot near Footsie's or whatever. He was like, all right, man, I'll meet you over there. So he comes over there. He was like, all right, meet me around the back. I got something for you or whatever. So he goes around the back and he handed him something. I'm like, oh my God, don't let this be no alcohol or no drugs or something like that. No, it was some ice cream. I said, oh God, praise God, John. Because I didn't want to see you go back to jail. I'm rooting for you, John. God dang. But anyway, he said that Lloyd told him like a trick to like eat ice cream or like junk or something like that to steer away from drugs or alcohol. So I said, all right, that's good. So they just sitting in the back of the truck and they just talking and stuff. And John is like, well, I thought we was going to get out, get married, have kids and stuff. And now like she with this dude, and that's like my story. Like that's what I was supposed to be living and stuff. And he was like, man, you don't even need her, because if she would have went to somebody that fast like that, you don't even need that in your life. Like that's not somebody that you want long term, because just think down the line what she would have did if y'all was in a relationship and stuff. She would have cheated on you and yada yada yada. So he was like, all right, man, all right. And he just want to John just want to get Lacey out his mind and stuff like that. But they was in a relationship for a long time. He was in love with her for a long time. So it's going to take him a while to get her out of his system and stuff like that versus as quick as he wants it to be. Trust and believe it takes a long time to get somebody out your mind and out your heart, and you just gotta go through the process, John. Just go through the process, but don't go back to alcohol or drugs, because that's not gonna do no good, especially since you're on probation, sir. Okay. Then we get to the last people, Chevelle and Que. I'm tired of them too. Okay. I'm tired of them too. Because first, last week, she tell us she want to take things slow and everything like that. But yet, he just proposed. So that's not slow at all. That's escalating things. Or, that's moving shit fast or whatever. But, so she says she wants to take stuff slow. Baby steps or whatever. Even though he had just proposed. This week, she talking about some... Oh, well, I was thinking about a white dress, but I don't know. I want to do something different. And, I want to get married in the next 30 days. But you had just said last week, for us last week, which was maybe a couple days for them, that you want to take things slow. But now you want to get married in the next 30 days. Like, what is the rush? Like, what is the rush? Like, why is she trying to nail him down so hard? Like... What? Like, do you think he not going to cheat or something because y'all married? Girl, that don't change. People don't change because they put a ring on their finger. Like, what is you talking about? Like, she just confusing. So then she like, okay, well, I want you to tell your mom that we married and stuff like that. So he puts his mama on the FaceTime or whatever. And he like, oh, you got that wet and wavy. You trying to get your groove back and stuff. I said, not the wet and wavy. But, he like, look, she was like, what's going on? What you want to talk about? So then he flips the camera to show Shavel. So Shavel like, hey, waving no engagement thing. She was like, what the hell, Quaylin? What are you doing? I know that you ain't getting married to her. And so Chevelle like, yes, we getting married or whatever. So she getting smart with the mama, which I was just like, girl, you need to bump your brakes, because don't be disrespectful. The mama arguing with her, that's my son. That's my son. And I thought you and Chevelle was broken up. Well, we not broken up anymore. Is she trying to manipulate you to marry him? Well, why would I manipulate him? I'm not talking to you. Tell her I'm not talking to her. Well, how about we just talk in a different room, so she won't hear us or whatever. Chevelle like, no, you don't need to talk in another room, because I'm finna be his wife. And the mama like, well, y'all moving too fast, and you need to no, we don't need to move. We not moving too fast. We in love and stuff. And the mama like, pump your brakes. And the whole time Q like, yo, Chevelle, don't stop. Mama, come on. So he trying to stop both of them or whatever. And the mama like, stay in your lane, little girl, stay in your lane. And that's my son. And they just going back and forth and all this other crap. So the mama was like, all right, I'm getting off the phone or whatever. Chevelle like, why you ain't check her or whatever? Like, you seem to be all team mama and stuff and not team Chevelle. And he like, look, I was checking both of y'all at the same time. No, you wasn't. Because you need to figure out that we gonna be together and we gonna be a family. So I'm just like, girl, like, and he like, well, if you feel some uncertainties, why you wearing that ring or whatever? And she was like, I'm just saying. He was like, well, you need to tell your mama. So child, Chevelle mama come over, and Chevelle mama is shaped like a capital P, okay, like a bold capital P, like, cause she is just basically all breast. And she just skinny. Like, she just don't have nothing. And I'm like, what in the world? Child. But anyway, and then she still had that yellow lipstick on and that yellow eyeliner. Whew, if you don't throw that eyeshadow and that lip liner and that lipstick away, it's not for you, mama. It's not for you. But at any rate, she get over there and she see Q playing with the baby. So she was like, what you doing here? He was like, well, I'm gonna go get your daughter. So then Chevelle come upstairs. Soon as she see the mama, well, me and Quaylin is engaged. The mama like, what? Engaged? Like, how? When? She was like, well, he came to see me in Branson. I didn't even know he was going to Branson. Yeah, but I didn't know he was going to Branson either. But, when he came up there, he surprised me and Branson, and then we worked on each other. You know, we was talking to each other and stuff like that, and then we got engaged in a couple of days. Yes, mom. Yes. That's what it. Oh, and by the way, we're getting married in 30. No, she was like, when's the wedding? 30 days. 30 days. Are you crazy? Is you crazy? I'm crazy because me and him was working on our relationship. Was working on my man. No, because y'all not ready to get married in 30 days. Q, you got inconsistencies and you haven't been there and all this other stuff. Like, and then she tells us like, he always leaving and stuff when stuff get hard. She like, husbands stay, like they stay around or whatever. Like he always running and whatever. And then the mama back to them. She like, y'all rushing into stuff and it's not gonna end well or whatever. So she was like, look, Chevelle telling us like she gonna either forgive him or not, but I'm still getting married to him. Like, oh well, I don't care because I still got this ring and I'm getting married to him. So the mama like, this is the biggest mistake you're gonna make in your life or whatever. And Chevelle like, look, ain't nobody stopping this wedding. Either you need to get with the program or don't. And so the producers was like, what if she don't get with the program? Then whatever, I'm still getting married. The mama walk out the door like, I'm done. And then that's how it ended, child. I was just like, this is a mess. Like, why is she rushing to get married to this man in 30 days? Do he even got a job back in Kansas City? Do he even have a plan back? Is she pregnant or something? Like, what is going on? Like, somebody let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all felt about the whole entire show down there in them comments. If y'all ended up liking this recap review, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button along with the share button, y'all. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. All right, y'all. Until next time, peace.